if you are with someone that has I would say this more towards African men that have this whole thing where it's like, no, a woman can't be teaching me this. I know what I'm doing, blah blah blah. I'm a man, I'm going to be the man, and I'm going to no, you don't have a vagina. Listen, let me tell you this right now. Don't think, okay, come here. Don't think that just because you're with an older person, they know more about sex than you do. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you have accepted that you're weird, feel free to stay, and by stay I mean make sure that you have subscribed and turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a video. Sorry I've been a bit MIA, like, well, I mean, depending on if you actually like keep up with my videos and stuff, it might seem longer, but then it's been like a week since I posted, basically, because the last video I posted was on Sunday, didn't post on Wednesday, and now it's a Sunday. Consistency. Anywho, so in today's video I just thought we'd bring it back to the things I love talking about, which are to do with sex. You can't let on. You can't let on. Anyways, yeah, so I just thought I'll talk about this since, like, I don't know, like, there's something that happened on the 14th of February, if you didn't know. There's something called Valentine's Day, and like people like make to try and like where single people feel more single than they already are. And then, but anyways, that's not like the reason why I actually want to make this video. I particularly want to talk about like being sexually compatible with the person that you are with, because most people just think this whole thing was like, it's like, it's not everyone, right, that is like ego driven about like, cause like, I'm not gonna lie, okay, people obviously will gas themselves up and be like, I know I'm good at what I do, but then it's an issue obviously if the people you're sleeping with aren't really actually telling you that, like, no boo boo, like you have like room for improvement. This thing is, right, like I've said this before in like one of my other previous videos when I was talking about sex. I'm like, sex, you're always learning. If you're not open to learning, then like be willing to take the L of potentially having a shitty sex life, but that's not my problem, that's not my business. Depending on when and how like you lost your virginity and stuff, right, certain things will come into count for all of this, right? So it's like either you lost it very young and then you weren't sexually active until you're a little bit older, or you lost it very young and then you continue being very sexually active from then on until present. That all differs. Or you lost your virginity when you're a lot older. I'm one of those people. I lost my virginity a lot older. I just wanted to do research, to be fair. I just felt more comfortable doing more research and knowing what I'm getting myself in, to be fair. When it comes to like being sexually compatible, it's something that some people might like overlook and be like, obviously if you're with someone that's very like narcissistic, then it can be an issue, because obviously they're going to be all about them, so you're not necessarily gonna be sexually satisfied. Also, if you are with someone that has I would say this more towards African men that have this whole thing where it's like, no, a woman can't be teaching me this. I know what I'm doing, blah blah blah. I'm a man, I'm going to be the man, and I'm going to no, you don't have a vagina. You don't know what feels good to a vagina. You don't have one, so you can't tell me what feels good. I have one, okay? I have one. I play with mine a lot, okay? So I can tell you what feels good for my vagina. You can't tell me. You can tell me what feels good for your penis, but you can't tell me what feels good for my vagina. It is mine, and you can't be telling me that you're satisfying me when I'm telling you that I'm not. Like some of you, it's just like, you don't listen. Like, you don't listen, and you take offense to your partner saying to you, oh no, I think you should do this, or maybe we should introduce certain things. We'll do that video at some other point about how to introduce toys and all the other stuff in the, I don't want to say in the bedroom, because it's not like people always have sex in the bedroom, but for sake of social norms and whatever, and socially acceptable whatever conforming terms that we want to say, yeah, what happens in the bedroom, we'll do that video at some point. There's no way, see, the thing is, right, there is no way, in my head, I refuse to believe that there is a way that someone has learned everything and anything about sex. You could have slept with like 100 people and you could still be shit in bed, because likely the people you're sleeping with, they're not being honest enough with you. Some of them could have been like faking it. Yes, we'll do a video about that. Some of them could have been faking it. Some of them could have just been like they're just there to just please you, like for you to just use them and do whatever, or like they're gaining something from being around you. Maybe like, I don't know, it differs. And it's like some could just you just don't have the understanding of how a female body works, and you don't want to put the time and effort to actually understand it to please your partner, but you would rather just be like going through life thinking that you know how to satisfy a woman when you don't. I'm just saying, just my 2 senses. I'm just saying, okay, it's not everyone, but there are statistically and stereotypically, most black men don't really want, it's like very few that feel very secure enough in their manhood, should I say, and they're open enough to actually want to learn. I'm just saying, based on experience and on the fact that it's not always and another thing is like age is another thing that people overlook. Listen, let me tell you this right now. Don't think, okay, come here. Don't think that just because you're with an older person, they know more about sex than you do. I've done my MI6 shit on that shit, so I know what I'm talking about. Don't think it, okay, no. Anyways, I'll rest my case on that. Particularly being sexually compatible, right? I'm talking about how it won't even necessarily be your genitals. Before we even get to your genitals, right? It's like, are you mentally on the same wavelength in terms of what you like and don't like about sex, what you will experiment on or experiment with, or are you not? It's not to say just because one person, like, you need to have the discussion, right, to say, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I'm open to trying, this is what I don't want to try. If maybe potentially your partner brings it up and says that, oh, we want to try anal, and you're not really keen on it, obviously voice your opinions and stuff. But then obviously it's a case of that people's opinions don't always stay the same. Like, people change and people are allowed to change their mind at some point. It could be right now you're not like willing to try anal, cool, but then maybe later on down the line you might be like, you know what, maybe I actually do want to. Like, you might have got bored of using like your other holes, and then you're like, got one more hole to use. But like, I'm just saying, like, speaking about your likes and dislikes when it comes to sex is some of the things that people don't do, which is why some people end up doing this whole thing where they're constantly faking having an orgasm when they're not actually satisfied, or even to the point of they don't feel comfortable to tell their partner that like what you're doing is not actually stimulating me, like it doesn't feel good for me. Like, tell them, like, if they're going down on you and they don't even bother to think to ask you, oh, does that feel good, or do you like the pace, or anything, like it's like a massage, right? Like, think of it, it's a massage with your tongue. It's a massage, so you gotta check, right? Pressure. Do you like the pressure? Do you like the pace? Do you want me to go a bit deeper? Because you actually can, like, also with the pressure of your tongue, you can either be very light or you can press a little bit harder. It all depends with how the person feels, like if they like it and how they like it, basically. And obviously you have to take into consideration that like you're not gonna try and kill someone's child, like with your thighs. Like, please be careful, don't try and kill somebody's child. I'm just saying, don't try and kill somebody's child, like. And then again, also like being sexually compatible comes with how much are you. I get this, like, I mean, my previous video before this one that I did about sex was like about how to be emotionally detached while having sex with your friends with benefits, how to not catch feelings. But then now it's like how to actually feel more connected, like making sure that you are actually spiritually present in the moment that you are having sex. I know I've literally just done like polar opposites of videos, like one on how to make you an emotionless robot, and then the other one is this one I'm doing now is to make you like very much a crazy sociopath, like crazy Scorpio person. If you look into like there's like energy exchanges, right? So like everyone has a masculine and feminine energy within them. Everyone does. In females, for example, let's take females. In females, some females are more feminine and some females are more masculine. It's the same thing for guys. Some guys don't want to think about it because all of a sudden if you say a guy is more feminine, all of a sudden they're like, oh, the person is camp, or they must be gay, or they want to be trans or something, or they must be transitioning or something like that. But it doesn't mean that. Like if you are to actually strip everything off that is like or physical, like your soul, your energy, there's no gender, there's no race to it. It's literally just an energy source. Like I could talk about this for a long time, but like this is not that type of video. But anyway, so just check in with like while you're having sex, it's like yes, check to make sure that the person likes what you're doing, and it can't be one-sided. You need to be both ways. That you never say you don't like something until you have tried it. Like that's just the way I think. Like that's just my own 2 cents, that you can never really say I don't like something. I don't like anal, but you haven't had anal. I don't like bondage, but you have never actually tried any form of bondage, of which within bondage is like different levels to it. Like and then it's like I don't like sensation play, but you've never tried all forms of sensation play. Maybe you've tried the temperature sensation play, but you haven't actually tried all the other types of sensation play where it involves certain textures and materials and all that stuff. So it's there's a lot to it. Like there's really a lot to it. So it's like you can't say like your whole compatibility with someone can't be, oh, just because I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, they like all that stuff, then now we're not sexually compatible, now my sex life is gonna be shit. No, you're gonna find a medium, right? You gotta find a medium, you gotta talk about this and be like, okay, so what do you like, what don't you like? But I don't know why people don't do this. With understanding your compatibility also comes a better understanding of the person. Yes, people don't like to say like sex plays a big part, like within your relationship and stuff, but it depends how you view sex, because for me it's more of a spiritual connection. Obviously it sounds mad. I like the spiritual connection, but also that's with my boyfriend, with my friends with benefits. At that time obviously that's a completely different mindset, so you can't really like I said, people can change their minds. It's not like sex has never been a spiritual connection before. It's always been a spiritual connection, but it's just that who you choose to want to have that connection with, that's why you have to pick and choose, because not everyone actually deserves or is worth you putting out that much energy into them. And there's the whole thing where you could potentially absorb any of their negative energy into your aura and everything, and now like bad karma, their bad karma, and she's like following you around and whatnot, and you really don't want that. Like that's why like you have to be careful who you actually want to have or who you have sex with, because like it's not good. This Valentine's, like I'm daring people, right? I'm gonna dare you all. Like I dare you to actually try something that, not something you don't want to do, obviously, something you want to do, or maybe just a dare to say, tell your partner something that you haven't told them that you would like to do sexually, that you think, oh my god, I don't know what they're gonna think of me. Because that's always the thing, like people are scared to say what they would like to do out of the fear of thinking that their partner might think that, oh my god, they're crazy, or their partner might think that, oh no, I'm not going to be able to satisfy their needs or something like that. But then it's like, if you actually talk about it, you can find ways around it to say that, okay, this is how we're going to go about it, and this is how we'll be able to do this. And there's always like room for adjustments and everything like that. Like, it's really fun. Like, there's like as I don't know, like, so giggly, but like, it's yeah, like, yeah, I don't know, like, I'll just leave you with that, because I'm just like thinking, like, if you're single right now, don't let these couples make you feel bad, okay? Like, your time is just not now, but your time will come. If you're looking, that's the thing, it's like, if you're looking to be in a relationship, that's usually the time that you should be single, to be fair. Like, if you're looking, like, desperately looking to be in a relationship, you really should be single, because it's like, why are you so eager to be in one? Why is it that you feel that you can't fulfill for yourself, you can't satisfy within yourself for yourself, that you feel somebody else will be able to do that for you, but you should be able to do that for yourself? Like, it's like the saying that, like, Oprah said about, oh yeah, you know, glass should always be overfilled. So you give people the spillage, basically, as opposed to what's in your glass. What's in your glass needs to stay for you. You shouldn't be digging out of your glass to give to other people. You should be giving them the excess and making sure that your glass stays full. So, but yeah. Anyways, I will see you in the next video, and you know what to do. Until next time, go fight in silence.
Or is this for real? Never thought that you could fall for someone like me. Never thought that you could fall